Come.
Alright, for the next POI on our POI tier list, Taylor's Manor. So today's gonna be a pretty quick POI ratings. We're just gonna do two buildings, and then we're gonna call it. I'm really hoping that the new update comes out within the next week or two, but no info yet, so we don't know. We'll see. But this is a tier 3 POI. It's a house, so it isn't gonna have a ton of cool stuff, but there's some interesting little parkour bits that you do to get in there. Just come over here. Yeah, it's very, very broken down. You can kind of jump down wherever you want, but keep in mind, you will take damage.
Master, we are not alone.
Okay, not gonna lie, didn't expect there to be a radiating coffin here. It's not dead. Alright. Maybe I shouldn't be using the weaker weapons, but it's fine. Anyways, more zombies are coming. How are you not dead? Can you die? Thank you. Alright. So, to start, tons of books. Not tons of books. Bookshelves right there. Med cabinet there. You know, another bed, ammo pile there. So you get a little range of like quick loot if you need it. But there is a good amount of zombies. This key just opens up the front door. So if you want to like train zombies out here, rather than like, you know, fight them in a close quarters spot, you can. Obviously, if you're in like a wasteland or something, keep in mind there will be zombies out there as well. Anyways, come through here. We're heading to the kitchen. This also opens up the side door. So, range of ways to open the doors. And a little bit of trash, you know, refrigerator. Probably something up here, but like, you can't really jump to see it. So, not really the most useful. Then you come down to the basement. You have zombies over in this corner. There he is. I heard him over here. Shit, that's not good. We gotta get out. We're gonna be pinned. Okay, first off, just get rid of that. So luckily they are kind of idiots. Oh, of course. I wait till you don't. No, no, stop. Thank you. They are kind of idiots. Sometimes they don't know how to path. You come back here for a gun safe or wall safe. So a little bit of extra loot. Tons of paper boxes down here. So maybe if you need paper, it's acceptable. Workbenches, boxes, you know, the drill. And you got a passing gas box. I think it changes depending on, you know, it's random. So it can be passing gas, it can be food, it can be a bunch of stuff. Come into this little like sewer pipe. Leads you to like a sewer. When you drop down there, if you don't have parkour, actually you may not even be able to get back up here if you have parkour, but there's gonna be a lot of zombies. It is a trigger. Yes, parkour does let you back up, so you can kind of just jump up here. It will run away though, so like you can't just stand up there and they won't like come claw at you. It's a little annoying to be honest, because it makes it really hard then to like train zombies in here. So just be careful. Best solution, kind of just run around, jump over stuff via parkour. Make sure you try to hit as many headshots as you can, get them to fall down, because that's kind of the big issue, is a lot of times they like will kind of just like not fall when you spray them. Alright, the AK is already broken after being fully repaired at the beginning of the POI. Yeah, I think we're starting to get to like a level of zombies like with this game stage to where like even the AK is kind of shit. Okay, he's like moving very weirdly. I don't like that. Yoink, up here. Yeah, so I may have to switch weapons for the next tier 3 that we do. Just because, like, let's be honest, these aren't really worth cutting it anymore. It's day 69, so... I mean, when we get to the next update, I mean, I'll be doing POIs on the new world, hopefully. So if I'm doing POIs on the new world, we should be fine, right? It'd be a lower day, lower level, all that fun stuff. But, anyways, here's the end loot, you know, med there, ammo there, can range. You also got some paper here. To get out is, like, kind of weird. Like, there's also some stuff here for, like, electrical parts. Just break this. You can kind of jump through. This just leads to a corner that really doesn't have much in it. So, I mean, I guess if you want to make this a base, you can. But this leads you to the exit. Press the button. Opens up the hatch. If you are curious, there is that catwalk up there. I think there's like maybe a tiny bit of loot if you can get up there. But it's nothing like too impressive, if any. Like got some more pipes there and all that. Okay, maybe there's no loot up here. I thought there was a little bit, but I guess not. Regardless, that's the end of the POI, so it's nothing too crazy. It's a pretty chill house. You go into the sewers though, which is kind of cool. Gives you a little bit of a underground section, which, I mean, with houses in this game, there aren't many options to be creative, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. Overall, what would I give Taylor's Mansion, or Taylor's Manor, I guess? When it comes to, like, creativity, I mean, I guess a C at best, maybe even, like, D. It is just a house, right? It's just like every other house. The only difference is that they have like a sewer section, which is kind of cool. So I don't want to give it anything lower than like D, because it's definitely not like F tier. Like, oh, it's just a manor. You know, it actually has something in there. But other than that, it's just a regular house. So it's not really much better than any other house tier 3. Loot, probably like B. I mean, there's a good amount of like piles, but that's about it, right? There's a good amount of med piles, a good amount of like books. Good amount of like ammo piles, but like they're just like, since they're piles, you don't get a lot from it, right? So I don't want to give it higher than like a B. Resources, like there's not a whole lot either. I mean, there's a lot of paper, I guess, but barring the paper, that's really it. So I mean, I don't want to give anything higher than a C on resources, and then horde base, it's like definitely F. I'm gonna give Taylor's Manor a D. I think I don't really like it. Like, it's not bad. But, you know, for the size of the building, the fact that you go into the sewer, for the amount of loot there is, I just don't think it's worth it, you know? I just don't think it's really worth it to hit, unless, like, you know, your beginning game, you can't travel far and you've run out of buildings to raid. But if you're beginning of the game, you shouldn't run out of buildings. So I really don't see this as a consistent hit. So I'd probably give Taylor's Manor a D tier. Last one. We're gonna do one more today real quick. Is this it? Yes, it is. But I don't want to do this one. I really want to find one that's like not in the worst place possible, yeah? Are they all like in the snow and wasteland? Can I get one like the pines? I think I can. This one's in the desert. All right, that's gonna have to do. Okay, yeah, this will be acceptable enough. Okay, we should have enough bullets. I'll spawn a little bit more. 7.62. Just so I know I have enough. Okay. Well, let me repair my armor real fast as well. I'm hoping this will be one of the last POIs I do on this world, but I guess we'll see. Okay. Let's reload everything. All right, for the next POI on our POI tier list, we have the Shotgun Messiah range. It's a shooting range. Off the bat, one thing I really like about this POI is there's a lot of cars, right? You have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you have the truck right here. So you can get a lot of engines from this. And also, since it is a POI, you can do quests at. You know, you just get a quest here, break all the cars down, start the quest, you can hit all the cars again, you get double the cars. You can get like 15 cars. That's a lot. Like that's better than some of the parking lots even in this game. So if you are looking for cars, shh. How am I? Hello? Thank you. Wow, that was not good aim. Anyways, so if you are looking for a POI that has a lot of cars, this is the place to be. I just triggered some zombies, so I guess we'll start it now. Didn't think going next to the door would trigger it, but it is what it is. Anyways, this is a tier 4 POI. It starts off with like a gun range, like, you know, store. You can buy all your guns here if the zombie apocalypse doesn't happen. But it did happen. Sorry, the lady scared me. Also, a fun little fact that most of you probably know. If you shoot a cop in their spitting animation, they don't spit. It's very nice. Anyways, coming here, got some like computers and whatnot. Nothing too crazy. But a lot of shelving here that you can search for ammo and or equipment, as well as, you know, gun range, gun racks, things like that. There's a gun safe back here with a cardboard box, as well as Shotgun Messiah sealed box pile already. So off the bat, loot here is pretty good, right? Like, it's a good loot spot. This is kind of like, I'm assuming this is like that room where like, oh, you know, we get our, you know, your CCWs, your concealed carry permits, all that stuff like that. So I'm assuming that's what that is. Could be wrong. It's like the back room, like office area. If you need like leather and stuff, not too terrible. Mini kitchen area, nothing too crazy. But you also got a little cooler here for some food potential, some water potential. This is where the shooting range is. You got a vending machine. It works a lot of the time. I don't know if it's every time though. Med pile above it. Med box here. So you get a lot of good loot already off the bat. You come over here. There's a lot of zombies at the end of the shooting range. But hey, if you want to make it a shooting range, you can actually use it as a shooting range here. Which is kind of nice.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
But in all seriousness, it's probably not the greatest spot to train, considering it is a tight space. Okay, they're like pushing each other, and it's making it really hard for me to fight them. And then I'm stepping on things that make me move up in elevation. Good. Anyways, as I was saying, you can use this as like, if you want to actually shoot from there, you can, especially like if it's early enough in the game. You probably can actually like kill them quick enough. Obviously it's day 69 and I am level 181. So my game stage is 408. Pretty much everybody's irradiated. But there is another med box here, as well as a weapons bag, which is really nice, as well as some ammo piles. I believe there's an ammo pile back here as well. Could be wrong. Yeah, I am wrong. There's a trash bag there. I think there can sometimes be ammo piles back here. It also points to up there to get up to the roof. You can also come out here where the generator is, so if you get to turn on the power quest for this place, just do that. There is some zombies back here, so if you are doing a quest, don't miss this. Luckily, it is fairly, you know, one direction, so they'll just run this way too. Also, bag there. Backpack if you want it. If you have parkour, you can obviously get up here this way. The natural route is over here. You just climb up to this spot. It's 1 block jump. You make it. Sweet. So, that's the next area you want to go. I believe zombies spawn over here. So again, for quests,
You're not alone.
make sure you actually, you know, kill all the zombies. You know what I mean? Actually do the quest. Don't forget the zombies you need to kill. Trust me, especially if it's a fetch and clear, you will forget zombies. Make sure you clear them all out. Come over here to the roof. This is where the roof is, where you saw at the beginning. You just go over here now. There's a ladder over there to actually get to the rest of the building. It is kind of annoying to me that you come up here, but you have to run over there to kill them. So just remember that. This does break, so be careful. This is where the end loot is. Kind of just fall down. There should be zombies nearby as well, so be careful. This opens up the garage though. So if you just quickly open that, you can run out here and train them. Here are the Zamboners. Hi. There's a dog in here apparently. I don't remember that, but I'm sure it happens. It has to happen. I just had one. Listen, if you have a pump shotgun, odds are you can take out about like 70 to 80% of the zombies in here. Okay, so pump shotgun's always good. You have 1 crate, 2 crates, 3 crates in that corner, plus a large ammo pile, plus a crate right there, plus a hardened chest right here. So that's 4 crates, an ammo pile, and a hardened chest. You come into here, no other crates sadly, but you do have a workbench that you can destroy. You have a gun safe right here, little thing underneath here. Sometimes a gun bag right there. You then come to another gun section with another rack, another equipment rack. Sometimes this has money in it, but yeah. And there you have it. Come out here. There can be zombies in here, I believe, and these do count for the POI.
My senses have picked up
And guess what? There's another crate right here. So, overall, what would I rate this? Well, let's see. When it comes to loot, and I'm going to start with loot because I think loot is pretty obvious. Loot is S tier. Okay. Loot is 1000% S tier for this. Can't put it back down, so I'll just hold it. It has to be S tier, right? I mean, at the beginning of the store, you have like 4 equipment racks to search, or 3. You have a gun safe to search. You have a gun box to search. You also have 2 med boxes, an ammo pile, and the vending machine. So, off rip, loot is great. You then get into the second section after you go on the roof, and you have 4 more boxes to search, a large ammo pile, a bag, the hardened chest and loot, as well as another workstation, and then 2 more equipment racks to search, and a potential cash register for some quick money. So, you have a ton of loot here. Resources, I'm gonna have to give it at least an A, right? You got 7 cars. That's excluding all the, you know, paper boxes. It's excluding all the leather chairs. It's excluding all of the, all of, like, the metal ammo boxes you can't search, but you can break down with, like, wrenches and pickaxes, I believe. That's scrap metal. So you have a range of resources, but I don't want to say S tier because there are better ones, but I think it's a good A tier resource section. Creativity, I'd say it's probably a solid A. I like it. I think it's interesting. I like the fact that you have to go on the roof. I can't give it any higher than A, though, because I think it's kind of weird that you have to run a different direction to kill the last of the zombies. I think as soon as you should go up on the roof, those zombies should trigger. The fact that they don't makes it kind of weird, and I don't like that. So, definitely should make those zombies immediately trigger once you get on the roof. And then for the horde-based potential, it's gonna be like a C tier. If it was on a second floor, I could give it a higher score for horde-based potential, but the issue is, it's not C tier, but the reason the horde-based potential is C tier, and the reason for that is, like, the only place that you would want to actually fight the zombies would be, like, in here. But the issue is, right, let's say you repair this wall and you make them come over here. A bunch of zombies are just going to hit the wall on the sides, right? And we don't want that. We don't want them hitting the walls on the sides because they're eventually going to break through. It'll be annoying. You want them coming directly to you. So it makes it very hard to make this into a horde base unless you want to set up on the roof. But if you want to set up on the roof, you got the zombie birds, which means you have to zombie-proof the roof for birds. Not very safe. Not very easy. Kind of just annoying, right? So, although it's a cool building, and I don't want to give it lower than a C because, like, this is kind of cool, right? I mean, you don't have a working garage because it's locked, but, I mean, hey, you have a guaranteed spot that you can actually turn into a working garage, which is cool. Like, this could be the crafting base side, and then this could be, like, the horde base side, but there's a lot of renovations that need to be done to make this a horde base. So, keep that in mind. So, horde base potential is definitely, like, C tier. If you said, like, it was low B, I would believe you, but I'm gonna keep it in C for horde base potential. But overall, I think this is a solid A tier base, or A tier building, right? It's fairly creative. It has a ton of loot, like a ton of weapon loot. And it has a decent amount of resources, right? So maybe it's not horde-based potential, but, I mean, barring that, I don't see why you wouldn't raid this on a regular basis, especially if you're looking for, like, if you know how the loot system works, once you get to a certain, like, game stage, you can start finding either tier 1s of the next weapon, or, like, tier 5s and 6s of the last weapon. So, for instance, you can find, like, tier 1s of the auto shotgun, or, like, tier 4s and tier 5s of the pump shotgun, right? And then you have to decide, well, do I want a worse version of the better gun, or a significantly better version of the slightly worse gun, right? If you're looking for new weapons and armor, especially weapons, you come here. Because it's a tier 4, so it increases your game stage. And there's a ton of different odds of hitting a new weapon of some kind, because of all the different equipment, all these different equipment racks, like gun racks, as well as all of these different boxes that you can find, as well as the 2 gun safes, right? So, in general, I don't see a reason why you would pass this up if you are looking for new weapons. If you already have, like, tier 6s, you're probably coming here just for the money, right? You're probably just come here just so you can sell the loot you find, which still makes it a great place to hit. And because it has all of the cars, hey Crow, and it has all the AC units on the side. I actually noticed when I was flying around, there's AC units, which are mechanical parts. Those are really nice. But in general, good amount of resources, great loot, and yeah. So overall, Shotgun Messiah shooting range. It's called Shotgun Messiah range, but I put shooting range. Is an A tier.